I believe God had something installed for me.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't in the ring to be a world champion, it was be able to make an impact on people's lives worldwide. And that's where my head was at. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be world champion in my business.
What's going on? This is Corey G. Welcome back to another episode of the Come Up Story Lifestyle Podcast. Man, today we working out, man. As you see, we at the House of Champions. We at the BOXR, man. The concept for today is the business athlete mentality, man. In order to succeed in business and become the best CEO of your own personal life, you got to train like an athlete. Stay tuned. The Come Up Story. What do you guys recommend, man? Energy, high energy, whatever.
Yep.
So let me know when you're ready, we'll jump right into it. What's going on? This is Corey G, and today, as you guys see, we're at another episode of the Come Up Story Lifestyle Podcast. Man, it's a blessing. Today's a great day. We out here at the House of Champions, and man, this was kind of unplanned, but Mateo, pleasure to meet you, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure to meet you, my brother.
Appreciate it.
And so, man, this is a beautiful facility, brother. You know, for anybody that's watching this channel, you know, let's start by introducing yourself, man, for anybody that may or may not know you.
All right, my name is Matthew Attalla, aka Mateo. So I'm a former amateur boxer. I did well in the amateurs at a very high level, winning world championships, winning the National Australian Championships, being all around the world. Done the whole amateur career for a very long time. Started at the age of 12 years old. Started with an ex-world champion, which is the name of Costa Zoo. Costa Zoo was an undisputed world champion in his facility back home. So basically, coming back as a fighter and from the background as being an athlete, I think I took a lot of the attributes that I gained from that, which is discipline, focus, determination, and never giving up, and applying it into the business when I first started. And being in a foreign country too. So, you know, I think from all the experience that I learned as an ex-fighter and being in different countries, it allowed me to be able to survive. And so when I came out here and realized that I could potentially do this, I took a leap of faith, believed in God, and, you know, took everything that I learned from all those past years of experience and the knowledge that I acquired to be able to apply into creating such a great facility of where we're at today.
Yeah, amazing, man. Yeah. And I think you was telling me a little bit behind the scenes off camera. This all started like in your penthouse or apartment, right? You know, talk to us about that progression.
For sure. So I started in COVID. I had an investment into a business that failed. So a lot of my money and savings that I did have, it completely went. And then it all started through COVID. As far as, you know, my penthouse was there, and I had my partner with me, and she was the one that said to me, look, you're great at boxing. You don't need to do anything else. Just focus on what you're great at. And I see the passion and love you got for it. But maybe you could potentially be a teacher rather than be a fighter. If I couldn't make it in the ring as the world champion in boxing, maybe I could become the world champion in what I know within this business. So it all started from teaching people free. I was training them for free. They saw me in the gym, hitting the bag, working out. They're like, damn, this kid is good. People were interested because they were like, yo, he's Australian, he got an accent.
Different, yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
And they admired all the type of work and the type of boxing I was doing. So I started teaching the real fundamentals about boxing.
Gotcha.
And I guess in any type of sport or business, it all comes down to the fundamentals.
Yeah.
People were not getting it. So I started teaching it for free. And then it got to a point where people were starting to tip me. And then I said to them, well, you give me what you think my value's worth. They're like, how much can I pay you? And I said, you pay me what you think my value's worth. And that's how it began. Wow. And then in the gym, whatever money I had, I created a boxing ring inside the living area. I put bags on the second level because it was a 2-level loft apartment. I put an ice plunge, I put double M bags, and I put a little studio for podcasts and a desk to be able to, you know, get people to come through the doors. And I created the lighting and the concept out of that penthouse. And that's how it all really began.
I love that story, man, because it's a story of a little bit of adversity and just willing to do whatever it takes with what you have, right?
Yeah.
You was in your apartment, in the penthouse, post-COVID. You figured a way to get creative to make this vision into a reality. And I like what you said there, you know, wasn't quite able to achieve that, you know, the world champion status, but now you are a creator of other champions, man. I love that.
I believe God had something installed for me, and if it wasn't in the ring to be a world champion, it was be able to make an impact on people's lives worldwide. Because usually as a fighter, you got to go into your own deep thoughts to be able to be, you know, you want that belt, you know what I mean? But I think what was destined was to be able to be with the people and to create such a huge impact through what I know, which is teaching, and also through creating an environment that could impact many lives worldwide on the boxing aspect. And that's where my head was at. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be world champion in my business.
I love that. I love that, man. World champion in the business mentality. Yeah. I love that. You know, one other quick question, man. You know, who all has came through this facility, man? You know,
I don't even know where to start, to be honest. It's crazy.
Give us some big hitters that have came and trained out.
Okay,
here.
so Izzy at Attalla, the one that won the UFC world title just recently. Okay. He did his training here. He's camping here for the last duration of his camp.
Okay.
Which was amazing to see him upstairs doing his work. Floyd Money Mayweather is one of my boys.
Shit.
So he hits me up every time he's in Miami. He's actually doing his camp right now as we speak. Late hours of the night when nobody's around for the fight that's coming up in June against John Gotti.
Wow.
We've had owner of United Masters, Steve Stout, is another good friend of mine who comes through. DJ Swearinghurst, football player. Debo Samuel, 49ers football player.
Okay.
The list just keeps continuing.
Wow.
It's huge. All the world champions come through. You got Jorge Linares, 4 times world champion.
Wow.
He was the one that actually knocked out Lomachenko.
Oh, wow.
He fought Devin Haney, so that was a recent fight that just happened.
Beast.
Some of the biggest names around the globe, not just from boxing, but from every different aspect of the world, from different sports to entrepreneurs to influencers, you name it. The list just goes on.
Beautiful, beautiful. What do you think it is about the, you know, the BOXR lifestyle and the brand that has been able to attract the best of the best, man? What do you think it's been? I mean, it seems like a blessing, you know, to be at this level to attract that kind of top level talent.
So if you look at a lot of other gyms, it's just a name.
Yeah.
I've associated my face to the brand.
Okay.
Just like what Jordan did to Nike.
Oh.
So when I associated my face, it became something that people can relate to. They can relate to a person. So when they relate to the person, they automatically feel some sort of warmth and touch, and especially when the owner's present within the facility at all times.
Exactly.
And then the relationships that I built up, and I went out there to create those relationships, it's attracted them to come in and believe in what I built. So they become part of the brand. And one word to describe that is unity. The people. Unity is one, the brand is one, and then they're related to myself, which is the brand.
Beautiful, man, beautiful. So I love that aspect because, you know, Jay-Z said it best, I'm not a businessman, I am a businessman. Yeah. So I feel like you're living that philosophy.
Yeah, and also big shout out to my partner too, Camilla.
Okay.
She's my partner in the business, and she has been just an amazing person by my side to be able to help through everything. She's created a certain image for herself as well within the women. So we have a great balance with how we work together and as a team. And more importantly is I've been able to hand select an amazing team over this time frame. Everyone's been with me since the very beginning, since I opened to up to now. Big shout out to Daniel, Jonathan, Jadila. The whole team has just been tremendous. Without them, I wouldn't be able to keep scaling the business to where it really needs to go.
There you go. So that's been the key to success, is getting around the right partnerships, the right team right people that follow the vision. I love that, man. Okay, well, brother, man, I really appreciate your time. I know you're busy out here.
Thank you very much.
Last but not least, you know, any last words of encouragement for the followers of the Come Up Story? Basically, you know, be the best version of the CEO for your personal life and be the best CEO in your business, man. Any last words of encouragement coming from an athlete like yourself to transcend into the business?
You know, for you guys that are out there that are born and bred in America, you already got it 70% there. The rest of the percentage that you got there is really just hard work, dedication, discipline, and making sure that you have faith and you believe in your full capabilities. If you do that, you're gonna succeed, no matter what's going on. I came from really nothing, $1,500 in my pocket 3.5 years ago, stuck out here, and look where I am today. I got the biggest facility in the nation and going worldwide, so.
That's inspirational, my brother. Well, hey, man, thank you for your time, bro. Let's go.
Thank you.